much basics. Like, you know, when your Zoom's too close to another Zoom meeting, and you get that interference, like, because I was panicking, I pressed end call.
Yeah.
Instead of just mute. I could have just pressed mute. I could have just turned down the volume, but I was like, oh, Ninja's saying something important. Let me get out of here. And I just ended the call. So anyone that was in the room that is now going to have to watch on YouTube, we apologize.
Right, let me.
I'll make it up to everyone. God, sorry.
Let me give me this laptop, man. Let me tell them about this altcoin, and you can take over. Okay, so everyone can see the screen, right?
Yep, can see the screen.
All right, okay, let's go. All right, let's give you the Ninja's altcoin shill of the week. You know what? I'm gonna promise from now on, guys. I'm not gonna promise one altcoin a week. No, I'm not gonna promise. I'm just gonna give them as and when I feel like it. I think that's a disservice to our paid students. But yeah, Chain Guardians. I feel like this one is too good not to share. I've not even told Mr. Harding and Ollie about Chain Guardians, so everyone is live hearing this coin call live. Like I found this coin on I think Thursday. So I think I've told about 7 people ever, and they were just paid students. So time to get into it. All right, cool. So fully diluted market cap is only 136 million, which is basically 0.13, like 13% of a billion, which is literally nothing in the crypto space. So that alone, like by fully diluted market cap alone, the fact that it's 13% of a billion means that it could mathematically 7 to 10x with relative ease. Okay, cool. Yo, what's up, Jay? Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I'm just chilling a coin called Chain Guardians. Okay, so I want you guys to always remember that when looking at low market cap altcoins, always look at the fresh start with it. You there, bro? Always look. Oh, Jason Batchelor.
Yeah, like Jason.
All right, okay. Right, we're back. Okay, Jason, sorry about that. Technical issues. Okay, back to it. Chain Guardians. As I was saying before, when looking at low market cap, oh my God, Nakamu. Do we like Nakamu?
I don't recognize him.
But I still confused in that.
Let's let him in.
Hopefully
right.
We don't get raided again.
Okay, cool. So always look at the fully diluted market cap and then look at the potential. So one red flag is when the market cap and fully diluted market cap are too different. Right now, the difference in them is 100 million, but it's forgivable because it's a new project. But it would be a red flag if the market cap was say 10 million and fully diluted was like 200 million and the circulating supply was 5%. Okay, cool. So let's look at fundamentally what is Chain Guardians. Now, one of my altcoin plugs gave me a list of altcoins to have a look at. And one thing that I really like is that CoinMarketCap, Pablo's iPhone. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. To learn more about this project, check out our deep dive of Declan Carr. Okay, cool. Right, so the first thing I liked that CoinMarketCap personally, as a company, did a deep dive into this coin very early on in March 2021. So that shows that they had their own interest in this coin. If we actually look at the market cap, because you always want to look at things early, right? So I really like that CoinMarketCap did a deep dive in March 2021 when the market cap was only 22 million. Right now we're on 33 million. So it's not grown by an insane amount. We're a lot down from the all-time high. So let's have a look at their deep dive and then have a look at the website. And then I'm sure you guys will understand why, like the fundamentals is just pretty dope. Okay, what is Chain Guardians? Bear in mind, I got a list of gaming altcoins that I looked into. Again, I only got into gaming altcoins less than 2 weeks ago. I did a deep dive in low market cap gaming altcoins. And without telling you what I looked into, this is the best one that I found. So this is why I think this can do really well. Okay, so I just want to go through some highlights. To tackle all these problems, Chain Guardians ensures that the platform is easy to join, the play methods and games are engaging, and there's a right balance between pay and play to win. the gaming aspect. Chain Guardian platform offers real-time strategy gameplay infused with verifiable economics. Okay, cool. So games available right now. The platform hosts NFT mining and RPG game. Man, he was just joining in the middle. It's cool.
It's good. We got loads of people joining.
All right. Oh, man, I'm letting too many people in. I don't know, man. We should have
Cap it at 20.
Yeah, cap it at 20. How many people we got inside? 15.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hopefully.
Cap it at 15.
Okay, cool. So one thing that I like is that it has some working products. Always think about functionality, right? So like one reason why I've never been like the biggest Cardano advocate. Now I'm looking into the ecosystem is because they literally didn't have a working product till the 12th of September, which is why me and Mr Harding have always been saying Polkadot. It's always been Polkadot over Cardano in fundamentals. Yes, Cardano outperformed Polkadot because of the news, etc. But yeah, I'm still Polkadot over Cardano. You can regain.
Decline.
Okay, cool.
Out the thing. It's clearly just a dickhead.
Why do you people come here? Stop it.
Man, I'm showing people how to make money, and man, just want to.
All right, we're kicking you out, mate.
The kids.
Fucking weak.
That
shit. People can't even.
Why? What is going on?
There we go. It's gone.
What? How? Oh my God, this is so frustrating.
There we go.
Sorry about this, guys.
Got raided again.
Got raided again. Oh my God. So annoying. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at the main website. This is the thing this is the kind of thing that blew it for me. Check this.
Oh, I've seen this.
Have you?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Because me and Dom went on a little like, let's find it, because we play games. It was like, let's find a game to play. And I think this is the one that hasn't. Is this one launched yet?
This one, according to information that I see, already has some. It has two games, like an RPG game and an NFT mining game.
Oh man.
Okay, so what Chain Guardians is a blockchain game where you can play to earn. This is what I like. Like you straight away tell that they're here to make the bag. Do you get me? Like they're not playing around about, like it's not a lot of nonsense. Like you get to the page and it straight away tells you you're here to play to earn. Players can get started for free. Like this is where you got a deep words. So they tell you straight away it's a blockchain game where you can play to earn. That's the first sentence. The second thing they tell you is that you can get started for free and collect NFTs in an ecosystem underpinned by state-of-the-art blockchain technologies. Okay, cool. Chain Guardian this is what they claim they are, the world's first ecosystem where blockchain meets superheroes. All right, cool. So they've got their own. Yeah, let's go with that, right? So ongoing events. What I like is like things are happening in this space right now, and then like I'm gonna skip to like the absolute source. It's the roadmap and the partners. So first of all, any cryptocurrency that doesn't have a roadmap is just a big red flag. They should always have a roadmap. Okay, like make a note of this. If it doesn't have a roadmap, don't invest, in my opinion. Right? Not financial advice. So when we look at the early supporters, let's have a look at who they've got. Chainlink, Decentraland. Decentraland is something I'm investing in personally. OpenSea is the biggest NFT platform. That's basically where you get cyberpunks. Polygon Matic, Orion, Blockchain Game Alliance. I did some research, and this is actually legit. There is actually a Blockchain Game Alliance, and they don't just they don't just award things to Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like I studied this company. They're respectable. Elrond, Cryptoverse Alliance. Okay, so I've not actually looked into. Oh, do you know about these? Okay, cool. So and then what else we got? There was like another page where they said they were doing things with like Sundaeswap.
What network's it actually built on?
Ethereum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's built on Ethereum. Anyway, won't go too much into it, but this is basically my altcoin shill of the week.
Nice.
So yeah, Chain Guardians. I had a look at the crypto gaming space for extremely undervalued altcoins. I was looking to invest. Every time I invest in a high risk, high reward altcoin, guys, if it's not in top 100, it's high risk. If it's not in like top 120, it's high risk, right? Obviously, there's certain coins that fluctuate in and out between top 100. For example, one altcoin that me and Mr Harding really like is the Swissborg token, CHSB, that you can get on the Swissborg application. That is sometimes like number 90, sometimes it's 110, but that's something we really believe in. Every time I do high risk, high reward, so anything that's not in the top 200 is always less than 1% of my portfolio. So I put less than 1% of my portfolio in Chain Guardians. Maybe you might want to consider that as one of your high risk, high rewards.
Sick. Okay, what up, gang? What up? So the timing of Ollie being here is actually amazing, because in today's episode, we're going to be going over why the market dips. And one of the key lessons that I gave Ollie, which anyone who pays for investments with me, is going over something which people that are investment bankers don't know. But once you know it, it's just a blueprint for the world. You can literally go, on this month, the market will dip. And you just go, and then surprise, surprise, it does. There's always something that happens.
It's spooky,
yeah. And then it happens.
And that's why it's called
the quadruple witching. So we're going through the witching phase right now, and surprise, surprise, the markets are dipping. Ooh, and it's like, how does this always happen? What is going on? But the basic premise for witching and what it is the big whales, they need to take profit. Like, if you've got billions invested in the market and you've got people to please and reports to kind of show off, there's going to be times where you need to like kind of show your reports and show what you've done. And that's just kind of what happens during this time of the year. So every September for like the last 50 years, the market has dipped. Every March, the market dips. So there's 2 points of the year where you're kind of guaranteed you're going to find bargains. You're kind of guaranteed that, you know what, this month might be a bit uncomfortable because my assets are going to dip and it's going to make me think, oh no, I want to get out. But no, that's not what you should be doing in the month of March and September. So there's a little poem that I always give to people, and that is, remember to enter in March and September. That's literally it. That is the key. If you want to be a good investor, literally dollar cost average, and then March and September, put a little bit more in. That's literally it. So I'm going to try and find some metrics and try and find some data that backs that up. So I've put that on the Facebook group already. A minute, close that. Somewhere on the Facebook, it lets you see. Here we go. Equities, total assets, ratio, GDP ratio.
That's the quick one. Does that apply for crypto as well as stocks?
That is a good question. So I'm going to throw that back to you, and I want you to tell me, do you think it would apply to crypto as well as stocks, and why?
I do think it would apply because crypto follows the stock market, but at the same time, I don't think it would apply because, I don't know. Just
no, that's a perfect.
You can't really. No one really knows what crypto's going to do in it. It's his own beast.
The answer you said was bang on correct. So the more institutions and the more big money that goes into crypto, and the higher the market cap of crypto goes, the more it's going to follow the seasonality of stocks, and the more that stock-based companies like Coinbase, like what's MicroStrategy, like Tesla, like PayPal, like Square, that have assets on the stock that are on the stock market, the more they have a say and have an ability to influence the crypto market. If Square, Tesla, MicroStrategy, so on and so forth, do bad in the next quarter, it's going to affect the crypto market because they're now kind of interlinked, if that makes sense. So that's something we've got to look out for. So I'm just going to share my screen with you guys now. So this, if you want, take a screenshot of. I should charge you for this information, but Sorry, Ollie, I'm giving the same information I give out. Sorry, any paid students, but yeah, like we had a conversation, me and Ninja, and that was that we believe that I should be giving out a lot of the value that we give out to paid students out anyway, and then going over it in a little bit more detail of what it actually means to people that pay. So as we can see here, this is the times of the year where you will get market dips. So that might make sense to you, that might not make any sense to you. Now, one of the things that we were looking at last week was also that the stock market had hit the 4.236 Fibonacci extension when it came to since the 2008 market crash. So normally when things get to this mark here, they pull back. And surprise, surprise, that happened just before quadruple witching, and happened also at the same time that the Fed announced that they think it's a good time for people that are working inside the Fed to not have stocks anymore. What are the chances that, you know, since 2008, it was perfectly okay for people in the Fed to own stocks. Since 2000, it was completely okay. But now, all of a sudden, now that they've got to the top of the Fib extension, it's a slight coincidence. Maybe people working in the government and in the Fed shouldn't have stocks anymore. what are the chances here, guys? So yeah, it's a bit of a piss take there, guys. So one of the things we did is I posted some TA. So let's see if this TA has come up on here. And then I'm going to break it down what it actually means in terms of first. So I don't know if it's posted. I think I posted it on my actual main Facebook page. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So this post here. So this post here has multiple layers of technical analysis happening in it. Now, again, if you've done lessons with me, then you'll understand it fully. If not, it might be a little bit confusing. Now, two of the things that are happening in this chart here, this is the altcoin market cap. So this is the value of all altcoins excluding Bitcoin. Now, the main thing that we notice is just here where this red line is, this red dotted line. This is actually the 702 Fibonacci retracement level. And we can see it's causing a bit of a resistance. The resistance is a ceiling where the price gets to and kind of struggles to get past. And it's been doing that for a while. It's not been able to get back up to that high. Now, it was kind of a bit of we kind of guessed that when it hit that again, it might dip down again. And that's exactly what it did do. Now, the confirmation that made us even more confident about that was the fact that there was actually an ABC Elliott wave correction happening there as well. So you can see the A, then the B, then the C, suggesting that we're going to come down here. And then from there, if you know the Elliott wave, after we've had our ABC correction, we're then going to start an Elliott wave move to the upside, which will just be ridiculous. So then when you zoom out, as you can see here on this bit at the bottom, we can see on the crypto altcoin market cap, this exact really, really nice base that was just along the bottom. And you can see the green circles. That's where the price kept coming down to, and we had a head and shoulders pattern. And now this end of this head and shoulders pattern is actually creating this kind of cup shape that you can probably see there. It's come up to this fib level, and now it's coming down and it's making the perfect cup and handle shape. And then from there, it's going to shoot up. And then these are the levels where we need to kind of be aware. When crypto gets to the 1.9 trillion mark, and then when it gets to the 2 trillion mark. Why? Just because it's a nice big round number and it makes great media headlines. Oh, crypto's got to 2 trillion. People are going to be like, oh, it's got that. It's overinflated. I need to take profit. So people are going to be really scared when the market gets to that point. So this is, yeah, 100%. It's a psychological thing that's going to happen globally. So I'll be very, very surprised if we even get past the 2 trillion mark. I expect a bit of a pullback at that point there. So that's in terms of the fib and what's been happening there and the market pullbacks.
Oh, so, Curtis, let Curtis say.
Oh, cool. Sweet. So next thing that I wanted to go on to was I was talking about the Cardano ecosystem. So as we know, Cardano is a smart, well, as we may, hopefully we do know, hopefully you do know what Cardano is, but I don't want to presume that you know what Cardano is. So is anybody on the call confident enough to explain a little bit about Cardano?
Come on, AJ must know something.
I might pick on someone. Storm, you know I'm going to pick on you.
Instagram gang, jump off Instagram.
One of my favorite students. Come on, Safian. Oh, we know Safian, right?
Yeah. It's because the Instagram live is generating people to come here.
Ah, okay, cool.
I'm pinning it. So.
Okay, so Storm, I'm going to pick on you, unfortunately. Storm, tell us a little bit about what you know about Cardano. Anything. Oh, where's my little book of magic? Cardano is a public blockchain platform that uses proof of stake. But I wasn't even expecting them kind of bars. So I wasn't even expecting that. Bars. And it was also recently released smart contracts. Exactly. So smart contracts, what are they? Simple yes, no coding, where if you can just basically code something that's based on yes, no's instead of ones and zeros, which allows you to kind of create contracts with things. So this has been created by Charles Hoskinson, who used to be part of the Ethereum society that with Vitalik Buterin and helped build that. He
was a bit undervalued. He's a damn co-founder.
Yeah. But,
he wasn't like someone.
Yeah, he was pretty important. So then he went off and created his own thing called Cardano. Now, Cardano is actually supported by something called the Cardano Foundation. Then from there, the main developers are with IOHK, which is based, IOHK. Now, the interesting thing about Cardano is Cardano is actually registered and based in Switzerland. And if you know anything about money,
tax haven, baby.
Yeah. So there is from that mark alone, Charles Hoskinson deciding to go from Ethereum and go and start this thing in Switzerland. It's kind of it's going to work. It's good. There was going to be money that's going to flow into it. So that's the start. Then he started talking about doing projects in Africa and helping to bring smart contracts to Africa just to help with infrastructure of growing Africa out of being a third world nation. Now, then on top of that, the development is done in Hong Kong. And if you know anything about Hong Kong and their also financial situations, very, very lucrative place. So yeah, Charles is not an idiot. Charles, he's a smart guy. In terms of location, this guy is the guy. So what we're going to talk about is just some of the things that are in the ecosystem that are worth noting. Now, what we've got to do is we've got to understand the process that Cardano is moving along. So each cryptocurrency has what we call a roadmap. Now, this is just kind of the journey that they're expecting the crypto to go along. So the first one was Byron, which is the foundation. The second one was Shelly, which was the decentralization. The third one is where we are now, which is Golgan, which is the smart contracts. So now the smart contracts have gone live. However, there is no working dApps. So
it's all promises.
It's all still promises. So it is very skeptical because all this money is there, all this Cardano staked, but there's still no working dApps. Now, the reason I will justify that and will allow that is because it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Because there's over 1 million people using prayer time. Because there's over 1 million people staking Cardano and there's over 1 million addresses, if all of those people start using it straight away, it's going to crash Cardano. It's not going to crash Cardano. It's going to crash some of the dApps. And that would be the worst press ever. And this is exactly what happened with Solana. We saw that Solana, they had a thing where
I told people it was damn overpriced. People they just don't want to hear it. Like, you know what it is with people in crypto. Like, I've noticed this crypto culture is it's like they'll find the new crypto and hold on to it like it's their new girlfriend or something. Just relax. So Solana came out of nowhere, got overvalued, then crashed a bit.
Yeah, there was just too many people. The reason why the Solana network crashed is too many people tried to use it at the same time as soon as they started releasing some new dApps.
Yeah.
And the same thing will happen to Cardano. And it's just a case of no one really wants to be the guy that happens to first. It's got to happen. It's inevitable. But would you want it to be your DApp that you've had millions of pounds invested, billions of pounds invested in? Probably not. There we go, guys. I'm just finding my laptop.
Okay, we're on 10%, so Mr. Harding's just getting his charger.
There we go. I got it.
You got it. Oh, don't.
Let's do the honest. Okay, cool. So next, the first one that we want to talk about on the Cardano ecosystem is, well, it's the same thing that you want to look for with any crypto and any ecosystem, is first of all, the DEX and the exchange, because it's all good having an ecosystem, but if people can't swap the tokens, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
What is the absolute point? So a great thing to look at would be PancakeSwap. So does anyone remember PancakeSwap and all the drama that happened with PancakeSwap when PancakeSwap started, when Binance smart contracts came out and then Binance started doing all their stuff? It was absolutely crazy. So let's go and look at what happened with the PancakeSwap price. And then that is pretty much what should happen with Sundaeswap, which is the DEX for Cardano. So PancakeSwap, let's just have a look at this chart on a one-year basis.
I don't think some people in this room knows what a DEX is.
So a DEX is just basically an exchange place.
So just to expand on that, DEX stands for decentralized exchange. Just to iterate, Binance, Coinbase, Swissborg, Crypto.com, they are centralized exchanges because they have centralized bodies and customer service. They do something called KYC, where you need to prove that you're a real person, etc. Decentralized exchanges have no customer service. It's where you actually hold the crypto, because when you have crypto in Binance and Coinbase, you don't actually have the crypto. Like, they basically owe you the crypto should you ever want to take it out. So decentralized exchange is basically an exchange that has no customer service, no centralized platform, and you're basically swapping crypto for crypto. But yeah, you go ahead.
So if we go from the 1st of January, PancakeSwap was at 0.6422. The high it got to was $42. I don't know what the X is on that. What's the X on that?
Do that again?
From the 1st.
Well, yeah, it's like 100x.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 40 cents stuff.
It depends on which day you're coming from, really, isn't it?
Basically, any time in January, you was very, very nice. If you got that. Now, this is on the Binance Smart Chain. The same thing is now possible on the Cardano Smart Chain. So you have your opportunity by going and getting yourself some Sundaeswap. So ecosystems are key. So let's go and have a look at Sundaeswap.
Is Sundaeswap the official Cardano DEX?
Lining up to be, yeah.
Oh God.
Now, how do you get yourself some Sundaeswap? You have to stake just 2,500 Cardano. Now,
I'll do it now.
It's a risk, but it's a risk that this is not financial advice. It is a risk, but if that risk pays off.
Okay, let's be realistic. Most people in this room cannot afford to stake 2,500 Cardano, respectfully, right? That's not easy. I mean, how much is that going to cost in fiat?
Probably about 2.5 grand.
Yeah. Because Cardano's like,
is it like a pound?
2.5 grand, yeah. It's £1.50-ish.
$2.
$2. Okay, cool. So 2,500 is going to cost people like £3,500. So that's not very realistic.
No, it's not pound. No.
Yeah, it is, because 2,500, but it's like £1.50, £1.60 per coin.
Yeah.
£1.50.
Yeah.
2,000.
Did you say 2,000?
2,500.
Yeah. So it's basically going to be 3,250 approximately. Yeah. Like what I will say is keep an eye out for when this is available in the public market.
Yeah.
That's what Mr. Harding's really saying.
Yeah.
Like, basically, because I know most people are not gonna have 2,000. Guys, I don't have 2,500 Cardano coins.
Now, I want to go on to the next one. So the next one is Charli3. Now, what is the one thing that I'm always talking about that is important and is probably the most undervalued asset in the whole of crypto? Chainlink and Polkadot. Chainlink and Polkadot are the most undervalued. They are so key. There is no point in any of this blockchain world if blockchains can't communicate and if you can't take information from the real world onto the blockchain. Charli3 is the current leading oracle. What is an oracle? It allows you to transfer data from the real world over to the blockchain. Now, I've mentioned Charli3, I've mentioned CardStarter, and I've mentioned Sundaeswap on previous calls. I've mentioned these about 6 months ago. So if you've done your research and found ways of getting them, you would be pretty stacked right now. Because if we look at this, when we mentioned it at least 6 months ago, it was around here. So it's back down now at a fairly decent price. But considering it's got a market cap of $136 million, considering Cardano had no smart contracts,
I mean, that's the fully diluted.
Pretty impressive. So let's have a look at where this can potentially go. I think the potential on this is at least a 10x standard.
Do you know, like, just interesting, that's the fully diluted. That's not the actual market cap.
Yeah, no, that's why it's
Which is not
crazy.
recorded.
So then, because it's not really live. So if we compare that to Chainlink, which is now currently $23, which 1 year ago was we'll go to the first. It was around $11. But if we go to the start of Chainlink in 2020, oh, that's disgusting that it was that price in 2020. So in 2019, 0.2 to a high of, what was it? 52. Yeah.
That is 100x.
Yeah, some nasty X there. So then the next one that we want to look at is I was going to talk about UTXO, I'm not. Cardano. So Cardano is, guess what that's used for in the ecosystem? Stable coins. Are stable coins important?
Yeah.
Yes, because so
how's gonna stabilize?
How's this whole Cardano network and ecosystem going to work if there is no stable coins? So Cardano, if it comes up, it's not coming up at the moment. I don't know. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. ARDANA. Yeah, I'm spelling it wrong. Okay. Basically, there's a coin called Cardano somewhere out there in the ether. No pun intended there. That is going to be used for pegging against for staking. It's going to be the US stable coin, which is going to be called SUSD. Let's see if that comes up. Oh, it's there. There we go. So SUSD. This is the Cardano based. Because they're currently on Ethereum, but they're going to be also doing one for Cardano. So look out for this. Next one is...
What would be the benefit of it? Because I understand its use case, but isn't it just going to stay at $1?
Yeah, staking yield.
Oh, staking yield.
Yeah,
okay.
but staking on Cardano network instead of on
and then
Ethereum
earning interest in SUSD. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one is Meld. Meldy. Why are none of these working when I'm searching? LD. What's the other name for it? Meld. Okay, so Meld is basically like Aave. So it's like a lending, borrowing thing on Cardano. Next one is in the gaming space. And there's one called Drunken Dragon Games. Now with this one, it's quite interesting. This is based on like owning your own inn. So like your own pub/bar, but in the metaverse. But pubs are already being sold and furniture from pubs are already being sold. So it's already kind of moving. So that's an interesting one there. Then the next one, the one that I'm the most interested in is Empowa. What is this one? No, it's not. Okay, so yeah, most of these aren't even on. This is how early these are. They're not even on chain market. Empowa. Yeah, these are mad early. I'm realizing now as I'm doing this, this is like this is mad early. So what they are planning to do with Empowa is they're fusing Cardano with making affordable housing in Africa. So for all the coins that are staked, they're going to create affordable homes in Africa. Now, anyone that holds the tokens from the rental yields of the properties later on, you will get paid a dividend / yield from the rentals.
Oh my God.
So
I hope
this,
everyone in this live is appreciating the value this man provides.
this could be ridiculously dangerous. Like I haven't done enough research on this, but I'm just putting it out there. This could be one of the biggest disruptors on the entire planet. If they execute this correctly, like this isn't even a 10x. This is like an 1,000x thing because it's basically a REIT. It's a REIT, but with crypto. Crypto REITs in Africa. Are you kidding me?
Sorry, can I just throw up Mr Harding something? Mr Harding likes to say words, right, and then forgets that people doesn't understand these words. So a REIT is a real estate investment trust, which is basically investing in real estate via the stock market. And just like if you own physical real estate, your tenants would pay you rents. So a REIT, a real estate investment trust, is something in the stock market where you basically invest in real estate via the stock market and you get paid like a tenant would pay you rent. So he's saying that this is like a REIT, right? Is like a real estate investment trust.
But in crypto. In Africa.
Yeah.
Which is an emerging market.
Massively
one of Africa, let's just iterate that Africa is the most undervalued continent in terms of like it has the highest poverty, but it has the most natural resources. Like in the concentrated
the supply and demand on this is ridiculous if they pull this off. So that's that one. The next one is the wallet. So obviously every ecosystem needs a wallet, and the wallets that we're looking at are Yoroi. Let me see if that comes up. Yoroi. Yep. Yoroi Light Wallet for Cardano. And then there's also another one which is called what's the other one? Nami Wallet. I hope you're appreciating the game here, guys.
This is actually ridiculous.
I'm going above and beyond for you right now. So Nami Wallet is that one. Okay, cool. So that's those. Now Cardano. Oh yeah, if you want to see, you know what? This should be for students, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Cardano Cube. Go to this website here, and it'll show you all of the things that are actually on the Cardano ecosystem, and you can just have a little stroll through.
Literally print screen this guy. In fact,
Cardano Cube. Here is everything is there. You just got here's the industries. You do your own research in here, and please be nice. And if you find any gems, please share.
All right. I think you should tweet it straight away. Are you logged into the Blockchain Sensei Twitter or not? No. Okay, cool. We'll tweet later.
Okay. Then for IDOs, you've got CardStarter. Then for NFTs, you've got Bondly. Then for insurance, you've got Insuro. Then for payment, you've got Coty and Celsius. Now, in terms of why Cardano is so important is because of the fee prices that people are paying on Ethereum. As we know, they are ridiculously high. At the moment, for 32 billion worth of transaction volumes that are happening on Ethereum, the fees have racked up to around 90 million in a day, which is ridiculous. Versus Dogecoin, which is why it's being talked about, for 3.9 billion racks up 96k of fees. So where Cardano comes in, for 11 billion worth of transaction volumes, the fees would only total £18,000. So if you're a developer, if you're a user of blockchain technology, why would you pay such crazy high fees? You wouldn't. You would transfer all your data and all your whole blockchain system over to Cardano. So everything that I've just shown you is what's going to allow those things to happen. The DEXs, the oracles. Without those two, you can't move anything over to Cardano anyway. So that's why those are the most important ground floor opportunities. And then Yeah, I think yeah, just to kind of reiterate in terms of how early we are, here's some interesting facts for you guys. The biggest NFT website, which is OpenSea, currently only has 200K users. The NFT game Axie Infinity has 1 million users. DeFi has 10 million users, and Minecraft has 600 million users.
And let's just break this down, okay? Because I think people don't deep like numbers, right? So 600 million, okay? So that's 0.6 billion, right? But we got 8 billion people in the world. Remember, there's 8,000 million humans in this world, and how many are on OpenSea?
OpenSea 200K, I think.
200K.
Yeah.
Right. So 0.2 million of the world are on the biggest NFT. 0.2 million of the world have an account on OpenSea, me included. Yeah, Mr Harding included. 0.2, but there's 8,000 million humans. So for every if we just do some basic math, what's 8,000 times by 4? 8,
Basically, we're nowhere near even 1%.
Yeah,
we're not even near anywhere near 1%.
16,000.
Can't even do the math on it. Okay.
Two.
Right, just leave it.
Yeah,
leave
30,
it right.
Yeah, 30.
Based on Pablo's
34.
projections, what Pablo just said, that there's predicted to be 9.7 billion people by 2050.
34.
So
Crazy.
There we go. So yeah, let's go to the news for this week before we wrap up and go to questions. So the fake news weekly, you might have heard in the fake news this week that that caused a little bit of a spike in crypto. Was it Walmart? We're gonna accept Litecoin. That caused a bit of a spike in the market and a spike in Litecoin. Happy days if you cashed in or was doing a trade on that. But again, fake news, as we always get. But again, coincidence that the fake news started happening around this time. Now, also was very interesting when we look at the chart pattern. Let me just bring up the chart and then talk about the news whilst we're looking at the chart, because then the news and the chart will be like, oh, well.
Can I just say that was like real fake news? Because someone actually on the Litecoin Twitter account actually shared the fake news, so it made it real.
Yeah, this is how confusing the whole space is getting. Like, basically, from what I understand from my reading of the World Economic Forum paper on crypto, which I highly recommend you read, which we've covered that on one of the past episodes of the game. The whales are deeply involved in crypto and they deeply don't want to pay these crazy prices. Plus, the witching is happening. So
I don't think sharing screen.
I'm not sharing my screen. Share. Okay, cool. So let's break down what happened in the altcoin market a little bit more clearer here. So we were expecting once the price hit here, where this blue arrow is, that the market would dip. Now, let's look at the timing of the news and when these things happened. So what are the chances that I have lost where I am in my book? Hold up. Oh my God. There we go. Okay. Bear with me a second, guys. So at the same time that happened, both Solana and Arbitrum went offline because someone tried to flood the Ethereum network with 400K worth of transactions at the same time. Guess what day that was? On the 17th. What are the chances that on the day it hits the 702, someone somewhere tries to use 400K worth of ETH? Let's just deep this. 400K tokens of ETH.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So that's like 20 million.
Yeah. Who's got that kind of money to do that with ETH? That's a whale. So clearly, this is like textbook. Like,
wait, so 400,000 Ethereum tokens.
Yeah.
each token worth like let's just even say $2,000, which is worth more. So 2,000, huh? Oh yes, more than £2,000. Okay, so 3,000 times by 400,000.
Yep. So that time, that and Solana had their little issue, and Arbitrum had their issue all at the same time. So it's like a three-pronged attack plus the Litecoin thing all at the same time. So there's clearly someone in the shadows that's like, yo, this thing needs to dip a little. And they just went, boom.
They do it even with the stock market.
Yeah. And now but they're just making it obvious that they're doing it now. It's like, guys, come on. Like, we know you're involved now. Like, there's no need to hide yourself.
Oh yeah, that's 1.2 billion, like in dollars worth of ETH. 1.2 billion. That's crazy.
That was clearly the normal people, right?
400,000.
400,000 Ethereum times by 3,000 is 1.2 billion.
No matter what you've done in your building of your blockchain network, you weren't expecting anyone to try and do that. That's a dick move.
Yeah.
Like, that's a dick move.
You see it?
Yeah.
There's a fucking balls and dick right there.
Yeah. Literally, that's what someone does. So yeah, that's what happened there. Coincidentally, on the same week as the witching, coincidentally at the same time that we hit the 702 on the crypto altcoin market cap and hit the 4.36 on the stock market. What are the chances? So that happened, and at the same time, you probably saw the news with Coinbase that they're in bed with the Fed at the moment.
Yeah. Brian Armstrong's Twitter's going mad.
So it's all happening coincidentally at the same time. So yeah, there's all of that happening. And then the strangest one was the AMC talking about them using Litecoin and Ethereum for people to be able to buy cinema tickets, and reiterating that people can use their Bitcoin to buy cinema tickets. Guys, if you are on this call and you use Bitcoin to buy a cinema ticket, never talk to me again. I'm just going to put it out there. Never. Because that is the most...
What if it's a really good film, though? And you're like a bit poor and like, come on, bro, you know what I'm saying? Not a Marvel film or something like that, you know what I mean?
That would be like explaining to your grandkids in future, in 20 years, say for example, in the past, oh yeah, so we used to own the building where the Hilton is in Times Square, New York, but basically your great granddad traded it for a pint of beer. But it was a really good pint of beer. You're going to have some pissed grandkids. So, but if the film's good enough, the film is good enough. But in my opinion, you probably wouldn't want to do that. So yeah, that's that on that. So let's go to some questions. Let's go to so we'll go to Paul. Paul, you've been unmuted, buddy. Questions, feedback, anything on anything we've said today? Asking to unmute. No, nothing from Paul. Okie dokie, no worries. Next, we'll go to Jennifer Yang. Jennifer, you've been unmuted. Any questions, any feedback for us? Or anything you're looking at?
I just joined.
Oh, that's
yeah,
all right.
I just joined, so I didn't. Sorry, I didn't. This is the first time I come for this crypto, so I really don't have any idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Is it the same way, the principles like stock market or the share market? Is it same way to trading? Yeah, that's what I try to find out.
Yep, it's all the same. It all works exactly the same. It looks different, but it all works the same. But yeah, just keep tuning in. Highly recommend watching all the past episodes on the YouTube channel. If you do that, please like and subscribe to blockchain.sensei.
Is this your friend?
Nope, I don't know.
Jennifer, do you know any of us personally, or do you follow any of us? How do you know about this call?
I'm in the group and this WeChat group. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. And then
Okay. What time?
I have been sometimes long time ago I joined this class, join your
WhatsApp
call.
group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't follow very regularly, just sometimes. Yeah.
No worries.
That's fine. Well, feel free to DM us on Blockchain Sensei Instagram. So it's just blockchain.sensei, and then you'll have access to both of us as we both control the page.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much for tuning in, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
So next up, we'll go to Anton, because I don't think we have Anton in here very often. Anton Foster, you've been unmuted. Any questions or anything you've been looking at, or any feedback on anything we covered today?
Yeah, no, thanks for that, guys. Really informative. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was really good. I guess at the moment I'm looking at, I've just come out of the position of being a director of a property company. And one of my colleagues from another firm let me know that people have started paying their rent with crypto. So that's got me very, very interested. So it seems like it's becoming a viable everyday economy, I guess. So
I would,
yeah,
if you're looking into that, drop us a message, because we're working with a few developers and a few people in property, and I think there's a massive space for using Cardano because it's got smart contracts, or Ethereum because it's got smart contracts for literally rent payments.
Yeah,
it's contract based, so it works perfectly.
So
okay, now I'll message you.
Can we tell them about what we're doing tomorrow without telling them who we're doing it with?
No,
never mind.
not yet.
What's the best way to message you guys then?
On the blockchain.sensei Instagram, because we both have access to it. Yeah. Like
no problem.
It's better to DM Mr. Harding or myself on Blockchain Sensei than our personal ones, because our personal Instagrams are busier than the business page, and we know if you DM Blockchain Sensei, it's about wealth and finance.
Yeah,
like you're not here to
I'll be honest, I don't check my DMs.
No, don't blame me. I can imagine there's a lot, but yeah, I'll do that definitely, guys.
No worries. Thank you.
Please story this and tag Blockchain Sensei, because that's the only thing we ask. This is ridiculous value. All we want is a share. So that's
of course. Yeah, no problem.
And if you can, anyone watching this on YouTube or that isn't watching it on YouTube, please just take 5 minutes out of your time and just go onto our YouTube channel and just comment on some of the videos and just be like, great content, just anything positive, like, comment, because every like and comment you do helps us go out to more people. And the more people this goes out to, the more value we're going to share with you guys. So let's thank you very much. Let's go to we tried Paul before, right? Declan, and then we'll go Fenenzi. Declan, you've been unmuted.
Swear this is my back in this.
Yo, yeah, it's done.
What's good, Declan? Any questions, any feedback on anything from today or anything you're looking at?
No questions wise, no, it was all good. Pretty informative. I'm pretty glad what, and also just gonna look at the Cardano cube and that in it. Looks the project.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Thank you for attending, buddy.
Can I also say again, this is not financial advice, right?
Nah, go on, bro.
Because it never is. But if anyone here is lacking additional fiat to invest in Cardano Eco-System coins, but you're already in Cardano, consider, again, not financial advice, liquidating some of your Cardano and putting it within the Cardano ecosystem. Just like I say, this is something I say to my paid clients, right? Like, it doesn't make sense to invest. If you're invested in and believe in Ethereum, it doesn't make sense to not invest in Uniswap, right? Because Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange for Ethereum tokens, so they go hand in hand. So if you don't want to invest in Uniswap, but you're already heavily invested in Ethereum, you might want to consider just liquidating some of your Ethereum into Uniswap, because they're a pair that go together. So don't let anyone who's invested in Cardano now, already you've got Cardano coins, if you're lacking pound sterling to invest in the Cardano ecosystem, why not, in my opinion, liquidate some of your existing Cardano within the ecosystem?
Yep, makes sense. Also, anyone that has had paid lessons with us would have got our watch list for this month. Already Civic off that watch list is already up 22%. So things have already started moving there. So that watch list is probably the best and most valuable one we've ever given out. We've given prices, entries, and exits on that one to paid clients.
DM us on Blockchain Sensei, you can buy the watch list.
It's the free one's going out. I'm going to put the free one out today or tomorrow, so that the free one's going to be going out real soon. And then last but not least, let's go to Frenzy.
Jay Bannister, legendary photographer.
My G. I ain't got a question in it really, but I'm gonna book a call with Ninja like this week.
Six.
Oh, I've got loads of questions.
You've always got a good question.
I got loads of questions in it, so
your questions always help other people because you're the guy that actually asks the questions that other people are thinking.
Okay, let me have a look. All that kind of long questions, isn't it?
Do it, fire it away, because I can guarantee you the question you ask, like you do every time, I'll be like, it's a great question. Someone else wants to know that.
Well, it's I don't know if it's like constructed as a question, but it's something I was just asked Ninja about, like personally, and also what I'm thinking about personally for my stuff is like sort of the diversity of like your whole portfolio in investments, like how much in NFTs, for example, how much in coins, how much in the stock market, in
all right, cool.
In percentages wise.
Kind of percentages wise, because obviously I've been going through it myself, just trying to work out what percentage of what I want to put in what, if you get me.
Right.
And like
I'm just gonna share mine roughly, right? So within my whole investments, about 25 to 30% of my asset net worth is in real estate, because I bought some real estate in Indonesia. So I understand that's not something that listen, right? Had I known about REITs before buying my real estate in Indonesia, I might not have any real estate. That's how much I fuck with REITs, right? I'm like, maybe I should have that physical land. I don't know, but I have it now. Okay. So yeah, everyone look into REITs. So about 25 to 30% of my asset net worth is in real estate. And then I have way more crypto than stocks. So I think this is the top of my head. I think 50%, maybe even 55% of my assets are in crypto, and the remainder are in stocks. In terms of my cryptocurrency portfolio, my biggest holding, and it sounds boring, is Ethereum. And my second biggest holding, it sounds boring, is Bitcoin. and then after that is Litecoin and Polkadot. So they're my biggest four holdings. In the stock market, my biggest holding, it sounds boring, is NASDAQ. My second biggest holding in the stock market is Coinbase, and third is Tesla. Sick. So yeah, they're my biggest holdings.
For me, I don't know the exact numbers, but I can give you them roughly. I'll start with the smallest, probably about 2% in gold. We have got some silver, but I don't know how much it is. That's just like a random buy that I did with my sister a while ago. We've got some in we've got quite a bit in trainers. that was one of the first things I was invested in was trainers. So there's a large figure in trainers. Probably it sounds weird, but it's probably more invested in trainers than I have in gold. So a bit of a weird one.
I didn't even know that.
Then comics. I've got a massive amount in comics because I've been collecting comics since I was 10. So that's potentially quite a large resale I've got on that. Then getting on to like the more commercial kind of things. Then REITs, 10%, just for the dividend payout, and then use that to reinvest back into stocks and into cryptos. Do I still have the Star Wars one you gave me years ago? Yeah, I gave Storm for some work she did for me years ago, a 1983 issue of Star Wars, which was released when the Star Wars movie came out. I don't know how much it's worth now, but it was that was many years ago. So yeah, look after that one. Then now on top of the REITs, we've just started buying NFTs. At the moment, that makes about probably 5 to 10, 5% of my portfolio. But I want to extend that to about 20, just because I'm really starting to understand that this NFT market, we are so early, and yeah, I'm really big on extending I'm recommending anyone to extend that portfolio just because it's art, and being around the art world, and especially through my girlfriend, like it's the value for some reason holds itself.
Yeah.
Like it's really, it doesn't make any sense.
I was literally at the National Gallery like this week, last week, and it's like those paintings are literally worth like millions and millions.
For some unknown reason, art just holds its value. It doesn't make, like, most things fluctuate up and down, but art just seems to go, this is the price. Yeah, that's.
If it's had value, it will always.
Yeah, it always have value.
It will always have that story behind it. It'll be like, well, it's not just the painting that has the story. It's like all the people have got their own opinions on that as well. Yeah, and that's what builds and builds and builds.
The value. So it's about finding the right NFTs. And talking about NFTs, one of the things I wanted to shout out is MasterCard have got an NFT with Jose Mourinho, which randomly came out.
Tory Lane's made 3 million in 3 minutes.
So there is, it's starting, and the big corporates, like, you can't really get more big corporate than MasterCard releasing an NFT. That should clearly show you the space. So Tory Lanez did his bit. Then from there, I was 60% stocks and then the rest crypto, but that's kind of flipped now. Now my biggest is crypto and then stocks, just because it just makes sense. Like, biggest holdings are equally Ethereum, Bitcoin, and then stocks, biggest holdings are Apple, Microsoft, just because it just makes sense. Like I always say, if you're not invested in Apple and Microsoft, you don't actually really want to be wealthy. That's all I'm gonna say, because there is nobody right now on this call or has been on this call that isn't using either an Apple or a Microsoft-based device. It's impossible. Like, the world we live in, and the world, how can any of this blockchain or crypto space exist without Microsoft or without Apple? It can't. Like, if you're interested in crypto, as a default, you kind of should be interested in invested in Microsoft and Apple. Like,
or gaming, or
it just.
Well, I suppose
or Google or any of those top tech ones, really.
Ollie, you want to share yours?
All right, I'm not that well diversified, I wouldn't say. I would say
your biggest holdings.
Yeah, all right. So in crypto, now you guys are going to be a bit probably like, what's going on here?
Yeah, Ollie's way too invested in altcoins.
My biggest holding is Hex.
Really?
The main reason being is because through this dip over the last couple of months, it's just been boosted. Yeah, absolutely. And I've just been like, well, look, I believe in what Hex is. Yeah. I really believe it has a long-term value. So I haven't sold it because it's not gone down. So
I'm good with that.
So and then it's Ethereum, and then Veracity, just because I really believe in Veracity. We're talking about gaming. It's the one of the only blockchain cryptocurrencies to have an actual patent, right?
Oh, wow.
So it's got a patent that basically means that all the big video players,
Veracity. Yes. Oh my god, that is a good shout.
Banging point.
Yeah. It's like the audience but for video, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So it's created this this platform basically where, or it can be used with YouTube, for example, any video, and particularly esports and stuff, where it gives them a proof of the person watching. So it's best for advertisers. Yeah. Right. They know that they're actually a real person in this country, instead of that it can be all this fake stuff. So it gives a lot VPNs and stuff. It can actually tell exactly who that it's a real person, which gives a lot of value to advertisers, right? And you can just plop this over any video, basically, pretty much. So it's going to be massive in esports. you know, probably
Why have I
all
not got
sorts of
into that?
videos and stuff.
Yeah, no, I need to get into it.
I remember
So-
researching it, but I've just not ever.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. It's gonna
I'm
be
not
absolutely
in veracity, so I'm gonna have to add that to my whole kind of volume.
Yeah.
But that is kind of crazy that they're your top 3 holdings: Hex, Ethereum, and veracity.
Yeah.
What about stocks wise?
Stocks? Not a huge amount, to be honest.
But what's your top holding?
None.
This guy.
This guy's got no.
However, right.
This guy.
Let's
Is
talk
this guy
about,
real?
Let's talk about the stocks that I'm about to buy.
Okay.
That I'm about to buy.
Wait, what happened to your
in
existing
actual-
stocks? Did you sell them all and then buy crypto?
No, haven't you?
You didn't execute after all those lessons.
Not in.
This guy. This guy. Just forget it. Let's just,
So
let's just close this.
this is what I'm saying. So what I'm about to buy though is a business without using any of my own money. So that's
why I'll let you off.
Yeah,
I will let you off because of that.
Because you've acquired the whole
If
thing.
you wasn't doing that,
yeah.
if you wasn't doing LBO, I would not let you off. I wouldn't talk to you anymore. But because you're doing LBO,
No, fair enough. That's
fair
a
enough.
different-
That's like stocks before stocks. Like,
Yeah.
and if you're gonna
Move
take
on
it
to the
public,
stock
it's a
market.
completely different ball game. So fair enough.
Fair enough. Could play different games.
Anyone else that does lessons with me, that pays for lessons and then doesn't invest, don't talk to me. That's the new rule. So I don't mind you wasting your time, wasting my time and paying me for you to waste your own time. It just doesn't make any sense.
It wasn't a waste of time.
No, for you it wasn't, because you use those skills in your leverage buyouts. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's helped you, and I've had some conversations with you, so it makes sense. Whereas anyone else, no way. But yeah, thank you very much. Does anyone else want to ask any questions? Type in chat if you want to, and we'll unmute you.
Final. See, Jay, you always ask a good question, and he just sets us off.
Appreciate you answering all of you guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, I will book in a call with you, Ninja, this week. And
Yeah, love. We'll chat.
Cool. If no one else has got any questions, thank you for tuning in. Namaste. Love. And stay tuned to the Blockchain
Stories,
Sensei
please,
Instagram.
please.
Please take some pictures, put it on your stories. Please like, subscribe, share, whatever. Please, guys.
On YouTube, we appreciate it. And share this link with everybody. We want people to turn up. All right, gang, appreciate you, man.
Bless.
See you Monday next week.
Bye.